Let's start. So today we'll discuss about the uh, STMS. So SAP Transport Management System. So this is for why we have to use this concept. What is the need for this one? So SAP Transport Management System. Suppose if you want to move some changes from development to quality to production, so then we need a one transport management system is required here. So without this one, we cannot move the changes here. So development to quality, so quality to production. So there are the some changes we have to move it here, right? So development to quality to production. Why? Because people cannot do directly changes in the production system here. Production is the business system. All the business users and every transaction will happen in the production. So we cannot make any direct changes in the production. For this one, so we have the one development system. Here people will do the development, means some changes. The changes we will move to the quality system here, right? In the quality, so they will do the testing and everything here. Once the testing is everything is performed, they will move the changes to the production here. So that is the sequence we follow. Organizations will follow to move the some changes. Any small changes also it should come from the development only here. Why? Because here they have to do the development, code writing and everything. Then we have to move the changes to the quality. So via how we have to move the changes to the quality via STMS, via transport management system, right? There is a configuration after the installation we have to perform it. Then only we can move the changes to the quality system here. Once the changes are here, then same changes we can move to the production. Once they our testing is successfully completed, no issues observed as part of the testing, then only we can move the changes to the production. Sometimes what happens as part of the testing, there are some issues happens. Then even though people will move to the quality, then entire the business system will be impacted. Entire the business system will be impacted because of this testing here, right? So that is the reason. So we have to do the testing here. Then people will approve to the production. Then only the changes will move. Why? Because some changes will corrupt the entire system. Some changes will impact the other changes. So some other objects, other data. So that is the reason. Carefully they will perform the testing in here. Once they confirm, then no issues, no impact, nothing, system is running fine. Then only we will move the changes to the production operations here. That carefully we have to perform. So this has to be done in the this has to be done developments quality production systems here. So in this case, what we have to do, what is the configuration we have to perform it in our systems here. The first of all, so in out of these three systems here, we have to make one system as a domain controller. One system we have to make it as a domain controller here. So what is mean by domain controller here? So domain controller, first of all, as part of the TMS configuration, the first domain controller configuration we have to do it here. Domain, so the controller configuration we have to do that one here. So to perform this domain control configuration, out of these three systems, one system we have to make it as a master system or main system here, right? So this main system will control the other two systems and control the changes in the landscape here, right? So that's why domain controller, it will control the, what is mean by controller means it will control the other systems in a landscape here, right? So same as, right, in out of these three systems, we have to, any one system, we have to make it as a, one system as a domain controller. For this one, we have to log into the 000 client, then STMS transaction code. So then, so there you have to provide the domain control naming convention is called the domain underscore SID and save it here, SID and save it here. So that, so whenever you provide the whatever the SID you are giving here underscore SID, so that system has a domain controller. So it's a main system here. It's a main system here. Suppose like you have the, you have the three branches, right? Hyderabad, Bangalore, so Chennai. So here you have the three branches. One branch you have to make it as a main branch, right? So for that main branch means that main branch will control the all the sub branches, right? So same as like here, out of the three systems, one system you have to make it as a main branch here, main system here. So that main system will control the remaining two systems here. So one system you have to make it as a domain controller, means main branch, which means for that one you need to log into the 000. STMS is the transaction code, domain underscore SID, and save it. If you save it, then that system has a domain controller here. So let's do the configuration. We have the ECD and NW1 systems and NHY systems also available here, right? So here NW1 is a our domain we will make it as a one NW1 as a domain control configuration here. Then in this case, so log into the any one of the user here, right? STMS 000 client, we have to perform the configuration here, right? So delete the configuration, already some it's already there. So delete it. So then now clean up in the ECD as well. Done. I have done the cleanup. So all the two systems we have to log in. Then, so this is the NW1 system here. Okay. This is the NW1 system here. So in the NW1 system here, you see here NW1 system, just execute the STMS transaction code here. STMS transaction code here. So in configure the new domain. So now I am configuring NW1 as a domain controller controller. Then here you have to make it as a domain underscore NW1, right? So STMS, then domain underscore SID. So then domain underscore SID, click on the save button here. So when you do the save button here, by default configuration here, by default, there are some configuration will be created here, right? So one user, whenever you do the configuration, by default you will get the one user, that is called the TMS ADM user in 000, and two RFC destinations here. One is the TMS ADM star and TMS SUP. TMS SUP star RFC destinations in SM59 will be created. Then there is a one background job will be created, that is called the RDD IMP DP. So these three configurations will be created automatically. These three will be created automatically here, right? When you are doing the configuration, these three will be created automatically here. See here. So one user. So you are setting the password for this user here. Okay. So then done. So you have created the domain controller configuration. That's why you are logged into the domain controller here. Then if you go to SM59, you see, so there the two RFC destinations will be created with the name of the TMS ADM and TMS SUP. TMS ADM and TMS SUP, automatically it will be generated here, right? And also at the same time, so domain control configuration is done, right? You make it as a, so development NW1 is a domain controller, right? So then you're logged into the domain controller system, this DMS domain underscore SID. Now you need to add the systems into the domain controller. You need to add the systems into the domain controller, means sub branches you have to make it as a, you have to add into the main branches here. In that case, how to add the systems into the, so main system here, how to add so subsystems, how to add remaining systems or subsystems, remaining systems into the main system or domain controller, or domain controller system here, domain controller. So how to add this one? In that case, 000 client, same STMS transaction code, then domain underscore Same steps, domain underscore. Here you need to provide the SID. SID means the NW1 SID, you have to provide it here. Whatever the system you have made as a domain controller, same system SID you have to give it here, right? So then save it. So then, so this system will go and add it to the, will go added to the domain controller system here, right? So then in this case, log into the ECD system, then STMS transaction code, right? See here NW1 system you have given here, NW1 automatically it populated here, NW1, right? Then click on the save button here. Why? Because ECD system you are registering into the NW1 means our main master system here. Then click on the save button. Here also there is a one user here. Then yes, so here system is waiting to be included. Means subsystem ECD system you added into the main system here. Means NW1 domain controller system you added here. Right? So this is the NW1 system here. Here, so ECD system will be populated in this system as well. NW1 ECD will be populated here. If you go to the systems tab here, so ECD system is there here. But it is waiting to be included, waiting for approval here. Then select the system, go to the SAP system, click on the approve button, then include the system into the transport domain controller here. Now ECD system is included into the domain controller. Both are active status here. Both are active status. ECD system is included in the transport domain here. Right? So ECD system is included here. ECD system is included in the ECD system is included in the here. Now, if you have any other systems also you can include into the here. Other systems means suppose take example here, NH5, right? This is in the HANA database. So let's try this system as well here. H5, let me check the password. 000. NH5, NH5. Just to give me, I'm checking the password NH5. 000. Okay, I got it. I logged in. But let me create the user here for safer side. Okay. So I logged into the NH5 as well here, right? So ECD system we added into the NW1. Now NH5 system also I'm going to add into the here main system here. So that, so this main system means development controller, whatever, either you can choose quality or production also. whatever the system you chosen as a domain controller, that domain controller will control the other two systems in a landscape here. So in that case, let's go to the STMS again, STMS. Then here you need to configure uh, in, you need to include into the domain controller here. Here you need to provide the target system, domain controller system details. You have to provide it here, which means KP online one, right? So then what is the NW1, right? NW1 host name here 00. So 0000. So this one you are adding here, but before adding, let me check whether why, because this is installed in the Linux. From Linux to, so for Linux to Windows, I need to check the connectivity part here. Maybe online one. Okay, I think there is a connectivity. Fine. So then click on the save. Same one user is getting created here. So how many systems are there? You have to perform the same configuration here. How many systems are there? You have to perform the same configurations, right? So one system you have to make it as a domain controller. So remaining systems you have to add it here. Remaining systems you have to add it in the systems here. That's it. So remaining systems you have
So
to.
real time, which is the domain controller, QA or production?
So that is a customer wish, which system they want to go for that one. So most of the companies will choose the production as a domain controller. Why? Because once the production system is down, once the domain control system is down, so the changes will not be moved from one system to another system. That is depends. So most of the people, 90%, they will make it as a production system here. Okay, so here see NH5 system also is available here. Then select it. Then you can just click on the approve button. Then NH5 system also will be added to the domain controller. NH5 system also will be added to the domain controller system here. That is also getting added here. You see, so then three systems in a landscape here. Three systems are getting added to the domain controller systems here. See, it is adding. So NH5 and H5 and ECD and NW1 here. So these three systems are in a landscape now here, right? Now three systems are in a landscape here. So TC, PSC, TMS, ADM. So N1. So there is a RFC communication error. So TMS, ADM. So there is a communication error here. So no transport group created. So still system is not correctly fine here, right? So here N1H or NH5. Why this two different here? It's NH5, right? System is NH5. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine. So let's see something is happened here. NH5. So the system will be added to the main system here. The system will be added to the main system here. So that will be added to the main system here. So once it is approved, it will be added to the main system here in that case here. So but here you can see there is a RFC destination which is giving the error. So transport issues here sometimes. In that case, we need to go to the SM59 and see the transport. Here you can see the what is the transport. See here, every system we have the two destinations here: ECD, TMS, ADM, TMS, ADM, TMS, SUP here. Two. How many systems you added? There are the two RFC destinations will be created here. So one is the TMS ADM, TMS SUP here. So this thing is getting failed. This thing is getting failed. Why? Because so we have checked the one side flow from ECD to that system with flow. We have checked it here. So now we need to check the flow, the connectivity from the so back and backwards. Backwards means so our NW1 system to KP online means in the KP online one, we need to check the connection test to the so the Linux host. We have to check it out here. So that's what I am doing now here, right? Log into the so no license available. Okay. So initially in the real systems also sometimes we may face the this connectivity issues from one system to other system to that system. We may face it here sometimes. So in that case, in the etc host file and ping command, we have to use it to do the testing here. etc host file and ping command, we have to use it here. Ping so kp online one. So that if you check it out, so this is pinging, right? Then ping kps4 hana. Then so this is not reachable. See, the destination is not reachable here. So which means the connectivity has there is no connectivity between the systems here. So now what we have to do, this IP, so this Linux IP we have to configure here, right? 104 IP 104 we have to configure in the Linux system side. We have to configure here. etc host file. This 104. Right. Now see, we are getting the response. So connectivity is okay now. Connectivity is okay. So, okay. Now connectivity is okay. So now we can do the testing here. See, now connection is failed. RFC connection is failed here. Now let's do the test here again. So this connection test is okay, and NW1 is okay. And so NH5, let's see the NH5. So this is wrong. It's a Linux, right? So something is wrong here. So that's we can check it out later. So but suppose so any how many systems are there? These many systems you can add to the so domain controller like this. We have to add it here. For every configuration, we have to go to the STMS is the transaction code. Then so we have to perform the configuration. Maybe configuring the new domain controller or adding the systems into this one. We have to use it here. For every system, there are the one user will be created. That is called the TMS ADM user for this one. And also two RFC destinations, TMS ADM and TMS SUP will be created. One background job also will be created. That is called the RDD IMPDP will be created here. These three will be created automatically here, right? So once that is done, once that is completed, once that is created, so now we need to perform the first thing is like a domain controller configuration and adding the systems into the main system, that we have to do that one. Once that is done, then next thing is like a uh, transport approving. We have done it, right? So as part of the configuration only, we have to log into the main system here. We have to log into the main system, go to the systems here. Then we have to so select the system, click on the approve button. Then this system will be added to the main system here. That system will be added to the main system here, right? So if we want to delete, you can also delete that system from the systems here. Then when you delete the system from here, the system will be out of the box now. Out of the box means that will not be added into the domain controller. That is the different configurations here. That is the different configuration here. So like this, we need to add the systems. We need to change the,
But
we can add, and if we want to delete the system from the changes, we can also do that one.
but here it is showing domain controller only, right? Other system also.
Other system also
What
short
text?
text they have created. Someone made it as a short text. So, but we can this short text only, right? So this we can change it, that short text here. This is a short
Okay.
text only.
Domain controller only one, right? And
Domain
other
controller
is
is only one for entire landscape here. Domain controller is only one for the entire landscape, not more than so one domain controller for the so systems here.
what we are calling it as a other system apart from domain controller. Any term is there?
Subsystems,
Subsystem.
subsystems.
Okay.
How we have the master main branch sub branches subsystems here. So under this one, we have the subsystems here. So here we have configured here, right? So we have ECD NW1. So here, how can I find out which system has the domain controller means? Here, the type is domain controller. There is a symbol is there. Based on this, we can find out NW1 as a domain controller system here. The status is green. So two systems you added. So in case of if you don't have the three systems, then we can create as a virtual system also here, virtual systems, which means the system is not there, but virtually we can create a one buffer virtual systems here. But it's not the virtual means not the real systems here. It's not the real systems here. That's why it's like a virtual systems here, like that you created here. So now done configurations, you have done it here, right? Configuration is the one-time configuration when the system is built. After that, so the same configuration will carry forward for entire years. Okay, so no need to change it, no need to do any changes here. This is the one small configurations which we have to perform after the system installation is done. So domain control configuration is done. Then out we added the system, remaining systems into the domain controller. Now we have to perform the transport routes and transport routes configuration. So transport route configurations we have to perform it here. Route configurations. So transport routes and transport layers. So transport routes. Transport routes means they are the two types of transport routes are available in the system here. So one is the consolidation. One is the consolidation. Second one is the so delivery consolidation route and so delivery route here. So the route between development to quality is called the consolidation. The route between quality to production is called the so delivery route. Why? Because finally we are giving the route here, right? The route between development to quality is called the consolidation route here. The route between quality to production is called the here. It is called the delivery route here, right? Delivery route here. Why? Because finally we are giving the delivery to here. So we are making the product here, we are making the delivery here. So consolidation route and delivery route here, right? So when you are planning from one city to other city, in between there are the some other cities also available. Then from here to here you will go. That route is called the consolidation route. From here to here, that is called the delivery route here, right? So this routes configurations, we have the two types of routes, and also there are the layers also will come as part of this configuration, that is called the transport layers here, right? the transport layers here. There are the two types of transport layers are available here. One is the SAP layer, second one is the ZSID layer here. This will come so as part of the transport configurations here, right? So SAP layer, SAP standard objects will go via this layer here. Okay, ZSID layer means customized objects will go via this layer. So standard objects and customized objects will go via this layer here. Okay, so here what we have to do. So now let's go to transport. This configurations, everything we have to perform in the domain controller system only here. So once you added, then route systems you added, then there is a transport routes here. Then you can go to the transport routes here. Here you need to add the systems here. You need to add the systems here. So here you see already systems are added here. So as part of the previous configuration, I think people are already added. Let me delete everything here. So done. So systems now, whenever you go to the routes, you will get the empty screen here. Then click on the change button here, display change button here. Then go to the configuration, standard configuration. So we have the three systems, landscape, three systems. Then development system. What is the development system? Then what is the quality system? Then what is the production system? Like that, you need to define the three systems here. Right? In this way, if we define it here, then this routes and transport layers will come automatically here. So it will come and save it and activate it here. So then these three systems will be defined here. The three systems will be defined here. See, NW1 to ECD to production. So delivery route. Finally, we are giving the delivery route. This is the consolidation route. In the consolidation route, so there are the layers. Two types of layers are there here. SAP layer, ZSID layer here. So simple example. So when you are transporting, when you are moving from suppose like Hyderabad to Bangalore, so there is a transport national highway, right? National highway, maybe there are the three lanes or four lanes are available here, right? So so this is the transport routes is called the layers, right? Transport road is called the routes. Okay, just compare it. Routes are called the road here. So we have the road, so national highway road. On the road we have the lanes, right? Lanes. So left side lane, middle lane, right side lanes are available. Lanes are called the layers here. So why they have made it as a lanes here in the entire transport road, which means small vehicles in the left side, two wheelers, and so unconformed and slow in the middle lane, and high speed vehicles, overtake vehicles will go to the right side. Like that, they have made it as a lanes here, right? As part of the transport rules. Same as like here also. So we have the lanes are called the layers here, right? There are the two types of lanes are available. Layers are available in SAP. So SAP layer, SAP standard objects means the SAP standard objects. So which developed by SAP team. So those objects will go via this system here, right? Customized objects which our development team will develop, those objects will go via this lane to the quality system here. So but both will go to the one system, that is called the ECD system, but the order, the flow different. Both people like the smaller vehicles will go to the same city, and the cars and bike lorries, that people also will go to the heavy vehicle also will go to the same city, but the way of going is different here, right? So both destinations are same, but smaller vehicle will use the left side lane, so then heavy vehicles use the right side lane, they will go to the target, right? Same as like here also, the layers are called the lanes here, the transport routes are called the transport road here. Then when you do the configuration, then this configuration will come into the picture here. This is called the transport routes and transport layer configurations here, right? So save it, then that will be activated here. This way, so we have to create the connectivity. So systems, so three systems, right? Then we have the transport routes. There the transport routes are created here. Just if you click on the zoom in, then it will be displayed in the larger format here. right? So that is the way we have to create the connection. So tomorrow there is one more system is created, then how the house are, how can I create here, right? Suppose, so now three systems, that's fine, sir. So here configuration also three systems, basically three systems. So tomorrow one more system got created, then we can create one more system got created. Suppose like PR1 got created. Okay, just example, PR1 production one got created here. Suppose like virtual system you created. So then how can I create the configuration this PR1 system here? Then so manual configuration, click on the display define change, then just bring this to the here. Then, so what you have to do, you need to just add the route here, right? Click on the add route, maybe from here to here or here to here, how you want to define, right? So now NW1, if they release it, they will go to the ECD system. Then ECD, they will release it, they will go to the production system here. So now I don't want to like this. I want ECD, when they release it, I want to go to the PRD, I want to go to the PR1. Two systems at a time it should go. Then you can create the configuration like this here. You can create the configurations like this, you can perform it here. Then select the transport layer here, then select the transport layer like this, it will go to the here as well here. No sir, I don't want to like this. I want, then in this case what we have to do, so I want the connection from PRD to here. Then, so you can select the PRD to here. How you want to define, how you want to define the landscape. So that one you can define it here. You can define it here. So once the ECD release it, will go to the here, and PRD release it will go to, sir, this is not the good configuration. So then I want to change it here. Then how can I change it here? Then, so what you can do, you can select this configuration here, this configuration. So remove the line here, remove the line here. So now see, this is the perfect configuration here, right? This is the perfect configuration here. If you go to the zoom in, it is a perfect configuration here. The transport will go to the NW1 to ECD, ECD to PRD, PRD to the again one more system, PR1 system. It will go like this. We can define it here. So how you want to define, sir, I don't want to like this, I want to remove, then just remove the lines here. That's it. That will be the separated system here, right? That will be the separated system here, right? So that, so whenever you go for the configuration, that system is separated here. So, but we have only three systems landscape here. So like that, if we want to define the change, we can define it in the configuration side. Okay, TMS configuration. So as part, this is the configuration here. As part of the TMS configuration, first we should know about the domain controller, then how to add the systems into the domain controller system here. So then transport routes and the transport layers here. So mainly you need to remember, so all the configuration we need to perform in the STMS transaction code. Then two types of transport routes, consolidation and delivery route. Then two types of transport layers, then SAP layer and ZSAP layer here. So SAP layer means, so customized SAP standard objects will go. Then, so lane means, layers means lanes. Just remember, so in the transport highway, when you are traveling, maybe you observe it, in the white lines are there, right? That is called the lanes here, right? So then lanes means, so small vehicles will go one side and heavy vehicles, right? Like that, right? Here also layers are there here, same concept. Layers means SAP standard objects will go via this lane and customized objects will go via this lane here, right? And then transport routes, consolidation and development. So development to quality is called the consolidation, quality to production is called the delivery route here. This is called the delivery routes here. Like that, we have the changes in the systems here. This is entire configuration is called the TMS configurations here. So while doing this configuration, this three will be created automatically. User, two RFC destinations, one background job in SM37 that will be created here, right? That is the main
So the
important.
TMS ADM is the OS level user.
SAP level user. SAP level user that will be created here. If we go to the SU01 transaction code, we are discussing about the SAP, it means SAP level user will be created. See, here user is created here. Three systems, same user will be created. In every system, if you go, then there you see SM59, there the RFC destinations will be created here, right? So TMS ADM, TMS ADM, TMS SUB, TMS SAP, RFC destinations will be created here. That will be created. Okay.
Sir, so if they ask question like how we'll add a manually transport route, so from which step we need to explain?
So if they ask you, so there is a new system defined, how can we add the route? Then log into the domain controller system. Which one is the domain control system? Then go to the STMS, go to the transport routes configuration, or if you go to the here, there also there is a transport routes. Then just go to the change button. Then there is a add symbol. There is a add transport route. Then you can add the transport route. That's it.
Okay, and also here, can we replace one with another if in ECD place, if I don't want, I need to replace with some other
Yeah,
system,
that's we can
we can
perform it.
do that.
Yeah, we can do that one. That's fun. That's possible. So that's what any system you can configure as a domain controller. Any system you can make it. That's fine. So suppose I don't want to this one, then just rework on the configurations. But you have to delete it first of all. Delete it. Then once your deletion is done, now go back. Now go to the standard configuration, three systems landscape. So ECD is a domain controller. ECD is the development system. NW1, then PRD. So like that also you can configure it. Yes, see?
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, that's possible. Yes. That is our wish. How you want to define it, you can define it. Why? Because as part of the client configuration, as part of the system installation, you will make it as a one system as a domain controller, right? That system as a domain controller that you can create it.
Uh, okay, sir.
Sometimes
In this logical, yes, sir. In client administration, like if, like when we create some logical system, and later, if grab app team or someone want to create a logical system for temporary purpose, and once the activity is done, they want to close the system. Then how we can close it, sir?
Close the logical system will be in the same and sale or BD54 that will be there. Your client you want to close it. Client
Yeah,
close on the changes,
yeah,
right? Or
yeah.
changes means there settings you have to close it. No changes are allowed. No changes are allowed. You have to make it then.
Okay.
They asked you to please close the client means what? Client close the
Actually, there was one issue. Like, first they asked to create. Actually, they mentioned logical system wrongly. So
yes.
later, to perform some activity, like they just asked us to create a logical system with 000 client. After the activity is completed, then they have asked to close that.
Oh, they done the changes in the 000 and you open the client settings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then no changes are allowed. Close it means no changes. See here also client name is 079, but they created as a logical system is 0777, but system also is in the ECD system here. So this is also very wrong.
Mm.
So let me delete it. So it's simple. Maybe if you want to try it, so just extras and delete the configuration from the 000 that will be deleted. Okay, maybe you can reconfigure it. ECD, STMS, just to perform it, not a problem. So just to delete it, delete the configuration that will be deleted here. So three systems, I deleted the configurations. So okay, I deleted the configuration. You can perform it. Okay.
So we can configure
So now
multiple.
TMS configuration is not exist in any systems. You can use the ECD and that system. And MCD also, I will share the details. I need to import the one role here so that this will be restricted. So I will provide it. Okay.
We can perform multiple TMS. So there is no need to delete the configuration previous, right?
No need to.
No need to delete the previous TMS configurations, right?
Delete it. Why? Because you configure, you done it. Maybe when your others are done it. So then when you see it, it's already done. Then you can delete it and you can reconfigure it
Okay.
as part of the previous configuration. Suppose as part of your practicing, so when you log in and when you're doing the practicing, configuration is already exist by someone. So
Hmm.
then you can just delete it and you can reconfigure it from your side.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so just to practice it, it's not the like end of the TMS. It will take another 2 days. Why? Because we have to how to generate the transport request, how to import it, what issues we may get it out like that. It will come. So that the configuration only we discuss tomorrow will be the very important that one. So that so please don't miss it out. How to import is very important. Why? Because this is fine. Why? Because during the installation time, people will do this one. Already when you join the organization, already configuration must be exist. But importing is a daily procedure. Daily you have to import the request from development to quality to production. So that is the very important that we have to do it. So that's why everybody should know it that that things every should know. Okay.